Hello, my friends. It's your buddy Phil here. We are on to day 5 in our PMP exam 40 Days to Success. So the book is, of course, PMP Exam Immersion. As usual, we're on chapter 5. So let's dive straight into chapter 5. If you've got your book, you follow along. And today we're going to tackle the topic of training. It simply states, if you go to the book, chapter 5, you see it right there. It says, ensure team members and stakeholders are adequately trained. Training is big in the world of project management because if we put people on a project, we need to make sure they are equipped. Now, the question is, who needs to do that? Is it you, the project manager? In the world of Agile, is it still you, the project manager? And the question is, it really depends on the circumstance. You could be on a hybrid project where the project manager is still in that central control figure, being a centralized leader, or it could be a pure Agile scenario where you have a capable team that has been assigned to a piece of work. And at the end of the day, it's the job of the team to understand what they need to do the job and to request it. But it's the job of senior management to provide the resources if the team needs to look outside. So let's dive a little bit into the book. I'll show it to you on the screen so you remember where to look as you read. And right here, you can see it says, ensure team members and stakeholders are adequately trained. Training refers to all activities geared at enhancing the project team's competencies. This could be formal or informal. Planning for training is one thing, but ensuring team members are well trained is another. There are 4 enablers for this task to ensure team members and stakeholders are adequately trained. So as you flip the page over, as you know, in this book, we go pretty heavy into the enablers and each one is explained in a lot of detail. So let me zoom in for you real quick. And here are the enablers. Determine required competencies and elements of training. In other words, what is needed by team members to be able to do the job. 2, determine training options based on training needs. So based on what we need to train our people on, what are the options that are out there? Number 3, allocate resources for training. This is something that the servant leader needs to be aware of, be an advocate for the team to get resources they need. And 4, measure training outcomes. But as you know, there's a lot more in the book. We go deep into it. So I want to guide you. As you read the book, you're going to hit the Agile Thinking Cap on page 105. The Agile Thinking Cap is written by my buddy Roy, and it just says we take that same mindset that people need to be accountable for their own development and growth. It's like having a skills marketplace. It's like a self-uplifting team. You know, everything comes from within the team. It's an organism that is doing everything for itself. Why look outside when you've got skills in? So the way we tackle this in an Agile environment is different. We look within. Do we have skills that we can pass on to each other? Remember, T-shaped skills. So that's the mindset I need you to get into. When you get done reading the Agile Thinking Cap, go to page 109. Every time you get to one of these yellow pages there that has this gold look, that's the gold zone. That's what you can expect on the exam. So I want you to read the gold zone, and then I want you to hit the purple section where you've got the questions, right? You got the questions for the day. I want you to read that. This is a very straightforward topic, so there's really no need for me to go that deep into it. You can read it in the book. And then remember, you should also read the develop team process because that's where training is. Now, remember, training is not just being in a classroom. Training, you've got mentoring, you've got coaching, you've got on-the-job training, you've got job shadowing, you've got all kinds of stuff. So I have some questions that I want you to answer today. But before you get to the questions, I really want you to dive into the book, all right? And if you don't have the book, look for the link below. I'm going to put a link into where you can get the book. But really focus on these. And if you weren't already aware, the PMP exam content outline is what we've taken and really blown into huge depth in this book, all right? So for those people who are struggling with focus and you're not able to keep to a rhythm, I want to encourage you to really stay on this program and do what I'm asking you to do daily, a task a day. If you've got 60 days to the test, There's no need to be a speed demon trying to rush through all the content. You've got enough time to go through each task. Remember, this is an accountability program, okay? For those of you that have gotten the book, those of you that have started reading, keep doing it. Just don't miss the days. That's all I ask. All right, so let's go into the 20 questions that I would like for you to answer today. And your questions for day 5, right here, you can see, freeze the screen, go through all the questions, make sure that you have really thought about the question before we meet for our next session, where I will be breaking down the answers to this homework, okay? The way it is, you got a video just like this, breaking down the chapter at a high level, then you go off, read the chapter. If you're a part of the immersion program and you're on the learning system, watch the videos, take the quiz in the book, read the goal zone, read the Agile thinking cap, get good, and then I'll break down the homework for you the following day, all right? If you have any questions or you're stumped, I would recommend joining our daily Scrums program, because what we're doing daily is going through all the content as far as at the team level, and we're finding impediments for each chapter and discussing them, okay? So to be part of this program, going down to hpmexam.com, register to be part of the next live training that we're doing. It's a 4-hour boot camp. It's called PMP Exam Immersion. It's based on this book, but then we're meeting, like I said, daily as teams to find our gaps, close our gaps, and learn this content a lot more. By the time we're done, you'll be a lot more confident for your exam. All right. We just heard from one of our friends on Sunday, Matt. Matt killed the exam after one of our immersion courses the very next week, 7 days after, just killed it. And he's coming to share lessons learned today. So that's going to be fun. But anyway, I'll see you in the next video. You take care and bye for now.